What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Alison Moyet from her 1994 album Essex. Thank you as always to Seb, as well as to Nicola and others who've commented along the way in this journey, Mark certainly. The next track is Take of Me, which is a bit awkward, like syntax. The phrasing feels a bit atypical, unusual. I suppose you could think about it as proportions. Like, what is your take of me? Like, what percentage of me or what part of me are you addressing? Are you possessing? But yeah, even then, I feel like it's a bit of an abstract reading of a phrase that is itself just a bit opaque on the surface. So I'll see what I can catch on a first listen. And fair to say, there have been tracks from Alison where, even when I hear the words more or less clearly, I'm not quite sure how to take them, so it feels like she is sometimes a bit cryptic in her lyrics. So let's give it a listen, see what it is. This is Alison Moyet. The tune is Take of Me, and it's from her 1994 album Essex.
What a dream! I could feel everything. Silk of softnesses. Why alone? I'll be lonely with you. Do I want for diamond sky? Will you take of me? Will you take of me? Not a sound I would hear everything, everything I hear. Lay me down, dance can we?
was beautiful and different from a lot of what I've heard from Alison so far, despite the fact that I've heard a lot of variety from her over the course of her albums, which I get it. In part, that's related to, searching maybe for a niche that really fit her well, and, different producers maybe having different ideas about that. Maybe it's also just a bit of a musical, nomadic character. Nevertheless, this one, because a lot of her songs have had a bit of this soul gospel feel. This one, I suppose, had a bit of a gospel, or not gospel, a bit of a, like a spiritual kind of song sound, but it actually reminded me, like, somewhere in the Venn diagram of, like, Celtic Woman, Enya, and maybe Lorena McKennitt, like, somewhere in there, like, it had this very artful, esoteric, ambient meets, like, traditional music type of feel. I enjoy her vocals a great deal, which, again, had a bit of a spiritual sound, almost a bit of, like, a chant music sound. Obviously there was guitar, like other instruments, so it wasn't chant in a more like formal sense, but yeah, it had this really elegant, artful sound to it. Lyrically, I don't really know what to make of it, but I was, the phrase like "take of me," I thought, like, as it got into the tune, like, oh, maybe like partake of me, like, receive my bounty, receive my, my essence, something like that. But then I was thinking of, take on me, take me on, and I wanted her to flip it, like, take me of. Nevertheless, I don't know what to make of it thematically, so I look forward to any insights people may have. But a really beautiful and elegant tune from Alison, and one that I think suits her vocal qualities very well. Again, she can, like, belt in a, sort of soulful synth pop track like with Yazoo. She can also, go very soulful and, in a more formal, like, soul, almost R&B type of style. But here, I think this particular atmosphere suited her vocal qualities really, really well. So let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.